Hello and welcome to GameSpot Daily, where we cover the top news stories in about 15 minutes now. I'm Callie, and I'm joined by Ben Janka today.
It's me. I fooled them into putting me back on the show again.
He's back. I think last time you were Ben Jankazooey.
It's true.
Did you guys talk about the origin story of that?
No,
on the
we
show
didn't.
That day?
We didn't mention it at all. Actually, we just kind of rolled with it. But it's one of my favorite nicknames now.
It's very good. Michael at like 2 a.m. messaged Ben and was like,
Just
Ben
that,
Jankazooey.
just that without any context or anything. I looked at my phone and I'm like, this is the type of friendship.
That's how you
This
make
is what
friends.
I need.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, we got some stories.
There's some
Obviously,
news.
that's kind of what we do around here.
Yeah.
We might as well just kick it off.
Hit it.
If you're ready. All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Middle-earth, Shadow of War's microtransactions market is completely gone.
Gone.
Dunzo.
Killed it.
Daxed. Out of here. I don't know any other synonyms.
Nailed it.
Monolith promised back in April that it would remove all of the microtransactions from Shadow of War. Orcs were previously recruited through online vendettas or rank conquests, and they're now unlocked via the garrison. So these orcs can still undergo training in addition to being upgraded and customized, but all of that will be unlocked through the use of the in-game currency Myrian, not through microtransactions.
So everything's all in the game now, is what we're saying.
Yes, basically. So they just got rid of the entire microtransaction market, so you're not going to encounter. You don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, I heard
Anymore.
it's a very, very prevalent thing, like late game. But yeah.
Yeah. In fact, our own Justin Haywald, RIP.
Never forget.
He's not dead. He just left.
He's left. Yeah.
In his review of Shadow of War, said that the game would have been better without Shadow Wars. Shadow Wars is the end game thing, and it was the target of a lot of complaints and had a large focus on microtransactions. So Monolith has made a lot of changes to that, and I'm sure Justin is smiling from heaven.
He's sitting there and he's like, finally, I've got what I wanted. They took these microtransactions out and I can train my orcs the way I've always wanted to.
Yeah. So they've renamed it to Epilogue. It's now streamlined with new narration from Shelob, the Witch King, and Dark Talion.
Okay.
I don't know a whole lot about Tolkien. I'm just like, I know who Shelob is, so I'm pretty proud of myself on that.
Orcs and swords.
It's if you beat what was formerly Shadow Wars, now Epilogue, you unlock new rewards such as the Masks of Nazgul and combat abilities. I just realized everything I know about Lord of the Rings is from Led Zeppelin songs.
That's fine. That's a good way to source your info.
Anyway, the new abilities that you can unlock can let you raise the dead, curse enemies, stuff like that.
So they put some extra stuff in here on top of it. That's really nice.
Yeah, and there's also other things that have been added if you would like to take that away since I've been talking for a while.
Yeah. So they've also added new options for customizing Talion, some new skins for Celebrimbor, Dark Ethereal, and Baronor.
Sure.
These are words that I don't say very often.
Listen, when you read a book, you have your own.
I don't know how to read.
Pronunciation.
I never was taught how to. I'm making these things up, and I'm not reading them off of a thing at all. They also added new prestige skills. Follower level caps are increased to 80. Leveling up is faster now, and there are nemesis missions for defeating captains. And online conquests reward more XP than they did previously.
What else do we got? Oh, back to the epilogue really quickly. If you complete the epilogue, you can jump back in and defend fortresses. So that was just a quick thing that I think.
Theoretically infinite fortresses for you to take over.
Sure. The Nemesis system, which I know is Mike Mahardy's favorite thing about the Shadow of Mordor / Shadow of War games. It also got some updates. So there's now an option to turn off the Savior feature. Savior would see a friendly orc rescue you from a nemesis who's almost killed you.
Oh.
So you can turn that off if you don't like that. Players have voiced their frustration with Savior for several reasons. So people have said they want the satisfaction of finally defeating their nemesis, or they want their nemesis to grow stronger so it's harder next time, because when you die, your nemesis gets stronger. So there's a couple reasons why people were kind of like, I don't like the Savior feature, and now you can turn it off and once you've gotten good, etc.
Exactly.
They've also added more legendary orcs. Followers can surprise you with gifts, and there are more ways to obtain training orders. So you can see or gifts.
Orc gifts.
Oh,
You said he can surprise you with gifts. I got really excited about that. That's,
Orca gifts. What do you think orcs would gift you?
I imagine it'd be something kind of like sort of crude, like they built it with their own hands, but it's something that they mean like with their heart, and they're like, oh, I really want to give this to you. You're my favorite commander.
I think that's sweet.
Yeah.
So you can see the full list of patch notes on Shadow of War's forums. If you're curious, if you're a big Shadow of War person and you want to know more about that, beyond what we can read you with a page of notes, we have a lot of notes on this.
There's a
still
hefty
more.
bit of notes, yeah.
And if you are frustrated with how you pronounce the Tolkien names, you can read it yourself.
It's true.
Anyway, so that's happened. Shadow of War microtransactions are done, and they've added a bunch of stuff to kind of fix some of the complaints of the game. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I always like to see a developer addressing complaints, but not when they're like people are bullying them, but when
Yeah.
people are like, hey, this thing wasn't a great feature, and the developer goes, you know what?
Yeah, you're kind of
Yeah,
right.
you're kind of right.
All right, cool. We'll move that around a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there's a good way to do that, and it sounds like, or looks to me like this was handled really well.
Yeah.
So
Good times.
all right. Next up, we got a story that to me sounds more exciting than it is, but we'll go through it and we'll see, and everyone can speculate and have a good time.
They say the possibilities for this are very exciting.
Microsoft has teased all new hardware for Gamescom next month. Major Nelson laid out Microsoft's plans for Gamescom in a blog post, which you can see here. Well, I guess me pointing. I'm pointing the wrong direction. It's over here to me. Anyway,
Here, behind me.
there will be a special episode of Inside Xbox from the show from Gamescom in Germany. It airs Tuesday, August 21st at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. in Cologne. Quote we got here is all new Xbox hardware and accessories and features on upcoming titles that we can't wait to tell you more about.
Ooh.
So the all new Xbox hardware bit is the thing that is most intriguing about this. Could it be a new Xbox One model, an update to the Elite controller, something new? Connect 3, Zune 2, baby.
Yes, say there's that really cool note right there.
I don't know who wrote that, but
It's
I like it.
Got like 7 Ys. I'm into it.
But yeah, so to me, I'm like, oh, it's probably a controller because
Yeah.
I mean, they have been working really closely with like Able Gamers and different charities on the adaptive controller. And so I think that's probably a more likely thing than an entirely new model.
I don't think we're going to get like, it's the Xbox One X2 or
the
something.
One XX. You know,
Yes.
like the only thing I can anticipate is like this is a more affordable version of this or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think Gamescom is necessarily the show where it's a huge show. Gamescom is huge.
Yeah.
Tons of people there. It's a big deal.
I just don't think that's like where you're going to announce a new console or anything.
I don't know of a console that was announced at Gamescom.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I'm thinking it's probably something more like a peripheral or an add-on or something like that. Definitely Connect 3.
Definitely. Count on it. New Dance Central coming your way.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, the Xbox booth will have 25 playable games at Gamescom. There will also be a Mixer booth and an Xbox Gear store where you can get those cool Xbox t-shirts, I'm assuming.
Get your Xbox t-shirts.
Xbox Fan Fest will also happen on Thursday, August 23rd. More details on that are coming soon. And for general Gamescom stuff, Gamescom is going to run from Tuesday, August 21st to Saturday, August 25th. The first day is just press and trade only. The rest is open. So, I mean, you need a pass. But, like, Gamescom is real crowded, like wall-to-wall crowded. That's
what I hear. I haven't been, but I've heard that it's pretty nuts.
I haven't been either, but I've seen the pictures. And it looks like the way Anime Expo pictures look. And Anime Expo is like 100,000 plus people packed into the expo, and I think Gamescom is kind of a similar volume of people from just the pictures that I see, where it's like, here's the walkway completely packed, traffic jam. So
look out for that one. Mm-hmm. Be careful.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
All right. Next up. We've been talking about Nathan Fillion a lot on this show lately.
I was gonna say, he's popping up, or he's not popping up, I guess, is what's going on.
He's busy making an Uncharted fan film, and that is probably not exactly why, but he won't be in Destiny 2's next expansion He, of course, Nathan Fillion is the actor who plays Cade 6, the Hunter Vanguard in Destiny and Destiny 2. But Destiny 2 Forsaken is coming in September, and Nathan Fillion won't be voicing Cade 6 in it. He also didn't voice Cade in the E3 trailer where Cade dies.
Yeah.
I feel like they're kind of determined to kill Cade.
Yeah. I don't quite understand it. He's like one of the best characters in there. You're gonna make me watch the trailer right now, and I'm not. I'm
gonna make all of us watch the trailer right now.
Oh no.
I'm a little confused. Just quick side note: why they would want to kill Cade so bad when he is probably everybody's favorite character. But Nolan North will be taking his place. He's best known as the voice of Nathan Drake, which is funny that they're swapping roles. This is so complicated.
Wait, isn't Nolan North doing the voice? He's the voice of the little.
Nolan North is also the voice of your Ghost. He took the place of Peter Dinklage, who was the original Ghost in Destiny, and they put out an update with a new voice from Nolan North because nobody liked Peter Dinklage's acting. But it is weird that Nolan North, who plays Nathan Drake, will now be playing Cade 6 in Destiny 2 Forsaken when Nathan Fillion just made that Uncharted fan film, which we talked about a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Where he played Nathan Drake, and everybody wanted Fillion to play Nathan Drake in an Uncharted movie. It's just, I feel like this is just some cheeky shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the next note is actually the thing about Nolan North talking about switching in for Peter Dinklage, swapping in. So, yeah. But anyway, Forsaken does begin with Cade's death, so
look forward to that.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not entirely convinced that he is.
So that's the good thing about robots is you can rebuild them.
The whole point of Destiny is that the light revives Guardians, resurrects Guardians.
Yeah. Wait a minute. No one can actually die.
Like, you can only die if your ghost is dead and you don't have access to the light, which is what Gaul was trying to do in the original story, whatever. So,
yikes.
We'll see. I'm suspicious.
You're not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Nathan Fillion, that is, did an interview with Games Radar where he said, quote, "How do I feel about Cade 6? I absolutely love him. How do I feel about that character dying? I don't personally believe it because he's a Guardian.
Oh.
He should be able to come back." I mean, that's their whole thing, is that they come back, right? This whole thing is the whole thing is the resurrection. So I
we're on the
swear
same page
to
as
God,
Nathan
I
Fillion.
didn't read that quote before.
Yikes.
I said what I said. But
Yeah,
I'm glad
right?
that the voice of Cade 6 himself, or the former voice of Cade 6 himself, agrees with us that it's bullshit.
Anyway, look out for that. September 4th.
Yeah. Forsaken does take players back to the Reef. It's a specific prison. It's like Cade's prison on the Reef, but it's not the prison of elders.
Okay.
There's a new Gambit mode. There's a new enemy type. Oh my God. I forget what they're called right now.
I don't remember what they're called either. I remember
Starts with this.
they look very similar to things that already exist, though.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the YouTube suggestions.
I was going to say, like, the thumbnails, I'm looking for it, and I'm like, oh, it's definitely there somewhere.
I really wish I could remember right now, but I'm blanking on the actual name.
Darn these notes.
My brain's like Spawn, but it's not Spawn.
Yeah.
Anyway, new enemy type. And there's other stuff. I'm curious about how the enemies will function.
Yeah.
We'll see. I undoubtedly will be reviewing that, so I'm sure you'll get to see my full thoughts on GameSpot one day before that game comes out, or after probably.
Yeah.
Because all those reviews are post-release kinds of deals.
It's true. There's a lot of stuff to play through.
Yeah. That's about it for like our big main stories, but I know there's something that you really want to talk about.
I do.
And I'm going to give you the floor, Ben.
And it's not Yakuza this time, so that's exciting. But yeah, so recently Blizzard put out the pre-patch for World of Warcraft's next expansion, Battle for Azeroth, and they did a whole bunch of class changes and everything else yesterday, so if you've gotten a chance to check out your class, it's completely different now. Good luck learning to do your raid this week.
Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you really quickly.
Oh, yeah.
The Destiny new enemy type is called Scorn.
Nailed it.
Almost.
It's like a spawn, but
like Spawn.
a scorn.
Anyway, continue.
But what's really cool is that along with this pre-patch, they decided to change how you can play World of Warcraft. So you don't have to buy previous expansions anymore or the battle chests that they used to have. You just pay the like $15 monthly subscription. You can play all the way up to the recent expansion that you have to buy separately. But $15 gets you access to 15 years content? That's
a lot. That's like $1 a year.
That's crazy. Think of the value, the dollar per year value that World of Warcraft provides. It's there for you.
Yep.
So yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad that they're making it easier for people to get access to the game. And if you haven't played in a while, check it out. Things are happening. They're burning down trees. They're blowing up cities. It's wild in the World of Warcraft today.
All right. You heard it here first, folks. It's wild in the World of Warcraft today. And that's about all we have time for. I do want to say one thing before we go. It is our boy Matt Paget's birthday. So happy birthday, Matt. You can tweet happy birthday at him.
Do it.
At Matt Paget, MattPaget on Twitter. Please tweet him happy birthday. He loves Vegeta. So if you do a nice Vegeta gif.
Vegeta gifs are great.
Maybe he'd like that. Or just, call him a weeaboo if you want.
Yeah, that too.
I think, Jake Decker, who was on the show yesterday, did that instead. So, I would suggest saying happy birthday to him because he does a lot of these notes for us and is great.
He's a hardworking boy. He's coming up into the Yakuza crime boy life.
I got him playing. He's on Danganronpa 1. He's
that too. There you go. This is the PSA at the end of the show where everyone play Yakuza, everyone play Danganronpa.
Literally, I think the 3 series that the GameSpot office is all about: Persona, Yakuza, and Danganronpa, because we're a bunch of horrible
so
weeaboos.
Good.
So just Danganronpa's great. You should play it.
Do it.
And just like I'm so proud of Ben for playing it, and so proud of Matt for starting it, and Michael started it too.
Yeah. So be one of those people. Go out, try that thing. They're on sale all the time. Pick them up.
Anyway, our live stream today is a little bit delayed. They'll be playing, I think, Vigor at noon PT instead of 11:30. So that's a little ways away. Go get a snack.
Yeah.
Take a nap. Come back if you're watching live, and if not, you can also check it out on YouTube, just as a video that you can just watch whenever you want. So definitely come back, and of course we will be back tomorrow with more news. So come back 11 a.m. PT tomorrow, and we will be here, and we can all hang out. So
yeah.
Cool. Yay!
Good times. Good news.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you then.